Coming up in 24 hours, in 13 minutes, it's the most motivational segment in all of sports. It's the Bud List. Brew, do you have any early candidates?
No.
Okay.
I'm waiting to see.
Okay, that's fair. Brew, would you want to see this happen?
You know what? I actually wouldn't mind it. I think also, I like the idea of LeBron being with the Warriors, and I know right now this is a pipe dream, but LeBron being with the Warriors more now than I would have 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh, 5 or 6 years ago, I would have hated it.
Right, like say when KD joined the Warriors, LeBron had done it instead. Now, they would have won because they would have been so ridiculously talented, but it would have been LeBron dominating the ball and Steph and Clay being spot-up shooters, and it just wouldn't have been fun to watch. Now, LeBron fitting into a system, don't take this the wrong way. Could he not play that Kevon Looney role easily and obviously score 25 points?
Yeah, of course.
But rebound like that, defend like that alongside Draymond? Look, it makes sense for the Warriors because you give up Wiggins, then the young boys, Jordan Poole, Kuminga, if the Lakers want that. And they have all. It looks like they're going all in.
That
there
works.
it is.
Salary-wise, Brew, that
if
works.
they could keep Wiggins.
No, yeah. Poole, Kuminga, and Moody.
But he'd have to demand that. The Lakers don't
if they want it, I threw Wiggins in, but if that works, fine. But my point is this. They've already seemed to be saying, we're going to bring back Draymond. We're going to bring back Clay. So you're going all in. You're trying to maximize the Steph Curry years.
Question for you.
What better way to do it?
You think in the Draymond negotiations, if Bob Myers or whoever replaces Bob Myers, because I read in the trades, he's a very sought-after commodity.
Oh, my goodness.
So many industries, so many things.
Another industry?
Oh, yeah. He could be it was SPACs. What do they call those things? Like the hedge fund stuff, whatever. A lot of stuff. Bob Myers got his fingers in a lot of pies. Yeah. But so Bob Myers or whomever likes Draymond. So here's the deal. We want to bring you back. We don't want to pay you as much. However, we'll trade away the kid you hit for the guy you gave a big bear hug to who seems to be your new best friend. Will you take less money if we do that? I do think with a Draymond, I think Draymond would be amenable to way less money. It pulls out, LeBron's in, and that would be the starting lineup of Steph, Clay, LeBron, Draymond, Looney, with Wiggins and Gary Payton off the bench. That team wins the title.
Yeah.
That team is awesome. So you said there LeBron would have to demand that. Yes and no in this regard. So the trade that I put out there, here's the thing. If LeBron's retirement, like Kevin O'Connor talked about, was option 3, a negotiating tactic, and if it is because, as people speculated, he wants Kyrie, and Rob Pelinka's like, man, I made this mistake once, where we were good, but not quite good enough, traded away depth and young players for a third star you ended up not liking. I don't want to do that. But if I don't do that, you're going to leave in a year for nothing. Like when you're saying that trade that I put out there, if you're the Lakers, if you think LeBron James is only on the team for one more year, that is not bad value. And there's not a lot of teams out there that would give up much for 1 year of LeBron James unless he wants to be there and wants. So Kuminga, the idea would be that Kuminga and Moody could one day ascend to what they were drafted to be, and that Poole is the guy he was a year ago that had the cloud of Draymond hanging over.
I think he averaged 26 when Steph's not there. Well, and I'm not saying he's going to be an All-NBA player,
and
but
he obviously. So the point. So again, it would be very odd. It also. There's already one of the reasons that LeBron has not been fully embraced, if you will, as a Laker is because there's a segment of Laker fans that are Kobe fans first, and there was a Kobe-LeBron semi-rivalry, LeBron's winning the MVPs, but Kobe should, back in the late 20-aughts. Well, there's obviously been a Steph-LeBron rivalry for a long time, so it would be a weird thing for him to go to another fan base that doesn't really like him and all that. But basketball-wise, it could make a lot of sense for a lot of reasons. And again, Kevin O'Connor is a pretty smart guy that I don't think is just making things up out of whole cloth, and they could make it work for a lot of ways.
It'd be fun to see. Would you want to see it?
Yeah, of course. I'm interested in the next chapter of LeBron's career where he doesn't have to carry the whole load. And if he's with Anthony Davis, he's never going to give the torch to Anthony Davis. Maybe he goes to Golden State. So let's spin it all the way forward. If they do win the championship, so now LeBron's got 5. Do you think that feels like, I don't know, you went to the Warriors? We don't count Kevin Durant's championships. I think you should. But can
I respond to that quickly? But that would, hold on. Kevin Durant went to a 73-win team that had just been to the finals and had beaten him in the playoffs. LeBron would be going to a 6 seed that he just beat in the playoffs. So so I'm not saying
it's different. I know what it's different. I agree with Nick. It's certainly not KD going to the Warriors. But there are a lot of people out there, particularly old schoolers, that when you talk about LeBron and versus Jordan, they say some of this is true. LeBron handpicked his teams. Miami was handpicked with 2 superstars. So he goes to the Cavs. He makes sure they get Kevin Love for Andrew Wiggins. Kyrie's already there. He goes to the Lakers and then makes sure they trade for Anthony Davis. And now you're going to join Steph. And he went to other guys' teams twice.
But I
just think in that debate, that would be a huge topic, and some people would hate it.
Yeah, listen, but a lot of those folks, those are not what we would call undecided voters. You know what I mean? A lot of those folks are not moving off the Jordan's the best and so be it. I'm not trying to have the argument. Jordan's the best I've ever seen. Jordan did it in one team with one coach with one teammate, and that's the story that is written. I am of the belief that different rings have different weight to them. Like Dirk's ring is about as heavy of a ring as you can get. I
like that.
I know you don't agree with me, but I
agree on the rings. Like I think LeBron's Cleveland ring is by far his best.
I know you think I slightly overrate the Dirk ring. He beat Kobe. He beat Kobe. He beat LeBron. But you're saying LeBron melted down. That's fine. Yeah. But different rings, different weight to him. Steph, I think, told you with his emotion that he agrees with that. That his most recent ring had more weight for him than the 2 with Durant. Would LeBron winning a ring with Steph and the Warriors have the same weight as any of his other rings? Probably not. But basketball-wise, when you see that he can still be on the court in an elimination game against the guy that everyone thinks is the best player in the world at this point, Jokic, or one of the 2 best players in the world, and go blow to blow with him for 48 minutes, you do start saying to yourself, man, how much longer can he extend his basketball life in the right circumstances? This obviously would be an unbelievable circumstance.
I'd say 47. He hit that one off the backboard and then cut blocks.
Oh, okay. There it is. There's your Twitter persona coming out in real life.
We didn't talk about him bouncing one off the side of the backboard.
There you go.
We didn't talk about it all day yesterday.
I thought you were the leader of the show. Why didn't you put it in?
I thought so too.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.